I saw this article today saying resign or be fired. APHA executive director calls out RFK Jr. So let's look into this. This came from the American Public Health Association, which was actually founded in 1872. What I find interesting is they say our founders recognized that two of the association's most important functions were advocacy for adoption by the government of the most current scientific advances. They are even headquartered in Washington, D.C., so they can advocate for public policy. And this is the director of that organization, Dr. Georges Benjamin, who is calling for RFK Jr. to resign or to be fired. He said it right in this press release, right on their website, saying that Secretary Robert Kennedy is a danger to the public's health and should resign or be fired. So you know your girl did a little bit of digging, and I found that they got $6.7 million from the federal government just in 2024 alone, which is a huge chunk considering they got $30 million in revenue just last year. This is one of the biggest grants they've received from HHS, and you can't tell me that this is not so shady. The title of the grant is Strengthening Public Health Systems and Services Throughout National Partnerships to Improve and Protect the Nation's Health. That sounds great, but what does that actually mean? And the description of the grant says persons in former leadership roles of nonprofit, which by the way, this is a nonprofit organization, voluntary and private entities that support public health services delivery systems. Again, what does that even mean? They've criticized the Trump administration numerous times, and especially the current HHS heads, for cutting off grants. Of course, because it's not about public health for Dr. Benjamin. This is about collecting a paycheck from the taxpayers. And for what again? For them to advocate for public policy efforts. So they are using our money to turn around and use it to lobby our own government. Since they're a 501c3, there is a lot of political money that gets hidden, but what is publicly available shows that they have given to all Democrats. So tell me, do you really think this is about Secretary Kennedy being a danger to the public's health? Or are they just crying because we're not funding their political games anymore? Let me know your thoughts and make sure you're following me for more.